Yeah. Let's talk about drugs. Okay.
So, drug abuse.
Wait a minute, I have a question. What is drug abuse?
Actually, let me pull out my little glasses.
Drug abuse is the voluntary misuse of medication. So it could be prescription drugs or over-the-counter drugs.
Did you know that according to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health, that an estimated of 164.8 million people aged 12 or older use a substance in 2018? The process of drug abuse. So,
Experimentation. So you usually start when you're just chilling with your friends, and this always used to be voluntary usage. Then that turns to a regular use. You can also use it because you're bored, stressed, or you just want to have a good time. This also turns to problem use. So this is where at this stage, teens start to suffer from legal, emotional, and physical social problems. And they start having drawbacks from their friends, drawbacks from family. They also, as a result of this, can have bad grades. It's midterm, guys. Can't have bad grades.
That's one for those seniors out
Seniors,
there.
this one's for you. We want to graduate. This turns to dependence. This usually comes when you need this substance in your system constantly, and at this point you can develop a tolerance. So, for example, THC. If you are constantly smoking weed every single day, your tolerance will increase. Therefore, it would take more weed to get you high. Then this leads to addiction. At this stage, substance can be used compulsively, and at this point it's out of your control. You're never really in control when you want it. It's just your body's craving it, and it's your brain along with your body telling you, I need this drug ASAP Rocky.
Anyway, now this is how drugs affect your body. So when you consume a drug, your brain basically has these neurons that are basically like little signals. They transmit dopamine, and dopamine is a hormone that is released when you do something you love. And then it triggers the reward system. So the reward system is basically because dopamine is released, and then you just feel good. And
Real good.
and that's basically how it works in the brain. Maya?
So, listen here. Due to chemicals that affect the brain by tapping into the communication system and interfering with the way neurons send normal and receive messages.
did you also know that drug abuse and addiction cost American society $740 billion because of healthcare expensive, crime-related costs, and loss of workplace productivity? Like $740 billion. I would be rich.
What kind of causes drug abuse?
I mean, first is your family history and genetics, basically. So if your family or like a family member has addictive qualities or they've been addicted to drugs before, it doesn't even matter if it's drugs, it can also be alcohol or any other substances, then you are more likely because it is in your DNA. And then another thing is mental health disorders like PTSD, ADHD, as well as depression. Those things can play a big factor in drug abuse and drug addiction because you have no self-control. You're already in a state where you're in a hole, and the only thing you think that will get you out of that hole is drugs.
Did you know that an estimated 741,000 adolescents suffer from an illicit drug use disorder in 2017? That is about 3% of our population. Did you know that?
Another way is early usage. So if you're doing drugs at the age of like 12, you're more likely to lead to a lifelong of drug abuse and drug addiction because, fun fact guys, the brain does not stop developing until you're 25. 25. Also, if you take highly addictive drugs, so if you're also doing cocaine, meth, heroin. You're going to lead yourself to this dangerous hole you're talking about of being addicted and abusing this drug at this point.
Yes.
So
one big thing when it comes to teenagers and just being this age in general is
peer pressure. Don't let your friends talk you into doing drugs. Don't do it.
Just don't.
So, I know we made this video a lot of fun.
It was, just say it's amazing, okay?
It was a blast with time.
With our amazing YouTube skills, you know. However,
we're being serious.
this is an epidemic. And